Scott, welcome to Crawley. How excited are you to get this deal over the line and join Crawley Town Football Club?
Thank you. Yeah, really excited. It's took a while, but we got there eventually. I'm really looking forward to the challenge ahead. Really looking forward to meeting the players and getting out onto the training ground with them. But yeah, really excited.
You join us having spent the first half of the season at Swindon. What was it that made you decide that Crawley was the right choice for you?
Well, Crawley put an approach into Swindon, so I was keen to see what that was all about. And then, having sat down with the owners and Chris, it was really clear to see the plan moving forward and kind of what they want to do at this football club. It was really clear. I think working closely with Chris on a day-to-day basis will really support me, and which appeals to me as well. But no, this is a really progressive club. And one that I'm keen to get my teeth into.
Yeah, you mentioned there, obviously, we have had new owners throughout the start of this season. You mentioned the early conversations. What did they sort of outline to you, and what were your first impressions like when you had those conversations with them?
Well, I think the first impressions was a real positivity. That was important to me, that to have a real positive working environment, and kind of the plan of moving forward, and kind of the clarity, and to have Chris working close with me was really important as well. So meeting them was really positive, and I'm like I say, I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
Yeah, you bring with you Jamie Day. He was your assistant at Swindon alongside you. How important is he to sort of the way that you work, and how important do you think he'll be for the club?
Well, first of all, Jamie's somebody I've worked with before, so straight away, I know how he works. He's somebody I really know for a lot of years. I really trust him first and foremost. He's a very good coach, and he understands how I want to play. So I think it's important that I have that around me.
Yeah, so sort of touching on the staff, you already know a couple of them here. Darren Byfield, you know very well, and Paul Watson. If you could just sort of describe your relationships with them and how you know them already.
Well, Darren I've known for a while. I worked with him previously at another club, and he was just finishing playing then and starting his coaching career. So I kind of helped him on his first run of the ladder with that. Darren's really positive. I think you can see that from the sidelines. Obviously, the last game he took charge of, I felt that the side really performed well, and he seemed to have a kind of positive vibe around it, and I think that comes from Darren. He's somebody I really like and want to keep obviously at the club. I think that me and him can work really closely together again. Paul Watson, somebody I haven't really touched base with a lot over the years. Played with him long time ago. I think it was 1995 at Gillingham. Paul was a great fullback, really good footballer. Went on and had a really good career, but again, somebody I've known a long time, and I'm sure he can, with his wealth of experience, add to what we've already got here.
Yeah, it's not just staff that you already know. Obviously, Dion, having joined us from Swindon in the summer, you already have a good relationship with him. I'm sure you're just obviously excited to continue that working relationship with him.
Yeah, Dion's great lad, and great footballer as well. I know that he's had his injury problems this season, and probably the fans haven't seen the best of him yet. But let me tell you now, he's a proper player. Great lad as well. Somebody that I really like and look forward to have around the place. Yeah,
in terms of the rest of the squad, obviously you would have done your own research. You and your team. But it wasn't that long ago that you were in the opposition dugout here. So I suppose, if anything, that's just, you've already had a great opportunity to see how we work, in matches. You would have done your own sort of research into that at the time at Swindon. But what have you sort of made of the squad when you look at it from sort of outside in?
Well, first and foremost, it's a good squad. I think it needs tidying up slightly. There's a lot of players within the squad, but like I say, we played them not that long ago, so I've kind of done my research. So I've got a good handle on kind of what's here and what's in the building. But yeah, I think that there's definitely something to work with here for sure. Every
new manager obviously wants to implement their own style. Every manager has different ways that they want to play. To sum it up for the fans, how and sort of what is the way that you would like your team to play out there every Saturday and Tuesday?
Well, first of all, we're gonna have a lot of the ball. We're possession based, or I'm predominantly being possession based in all my coaching career. So we're gonna kind of have all the ball. We're gonna be aggressive. As soon as the ball turns over, the opposition have the ball. We want to go press hard and fast and high up the pitch, and a real kind of work ethic amongst the team. We want to be fast attacking. We want to put the ball into areas where you know, and I know we've got goal scorers in this team where these players can put the ball in the net for us. So yeah, that's what I'm hopeful that the fans will see. You know, a real kind of aggressive, fast attacking team.
Yeah, and I suppose, as you touched on there, what the fans will see, I suppose, you know, as we've all had conversations about, fans will get behind you if you give them something to cheer about. And, you know, if we are determined, you know, they're going to get behind us, aren't they?
Yeah, I think that's really important. You know, I think everybody wants the same thing, don't they? From the owners, myself, my staff, the players, the support staff around the stadium, and of course the supporters. You know, we all want the same thing, and I think it makes that kind of that aim easier if everybody rows in the same direction. So yeah, we want the fans to get behind the team. Of course, the team have got to work extremely hard for the fans, but that will happen definitely.
It's no secret that Crawley are perhaps lower in the table that some had envisioned at the start of the season. I suppose your first aim, you know, coming in as manager is just to get those, you know, just start collecting points, and you know, we're only looking up the table, aren't we?
Yeah, like we've got 22 league games left, and we've got to try and aim to win every one of them. You know, are we going to win every one of them? Probably not, but we're going to aim to do that. You know, I'm going to be setting a team out to win in every game we play, and we want to, like you say, we want to try and get away from that bottom two as quickly as we can.
Yeah, you do join us in the January transfer window. So I'm not going to ask you to name names or, you know, spoil anything, but I'm sure you and the owners, you've got your own plans, haven't you? I would imagine.
Yeah, of course. Listen, I've got to first and foremost go in and assess the squad. I know we haven't got a lot of time before the window shuts again, so it's important I get to work with that very quickly. And you know, I've got some ideas of what I want to add to the group. I think will make us better. But like I say, we'll have to wait and see.
Speaking of time, there's not much time between, you know, sitting here now and potentially your first game this Saturday against Doncaster. How important is it? How important are these like first 2 days of training before that game?
Yeah, very important. You know, I've got a lot of work to get in a short period of time. I've already sort of like been, you know, all week been watching Doncaster play and kind of working out where I see, you know, where the weaknesses are, where the strengths are, what can we do to try and win the game. And of course, I've got to implement that on the training ground within 2 sessions, really. So a lot of work, but really looking forward to getting on the grass with the players.
Yeah, and just in general, how excited are you? Just, you know, those couple of days, you know, it must be really exciting just going into a brand new environment, you know, and getting straight down to work.
This is a really good football club, you know, and it's got a good fan base and it's got a good squad of players, and this is a really good job. And I'm like I say, I'm delighted to be here, and I can't wait, you know, to put my boots on myself and get out there and get to work with the lads. You know, I really can't.
Scott, thank you and welcome to Crawley.
Thank you.